All right, our first guest this morning is Jeff Gruby, and Jeff is the chairman of the Agua Caliente Band of Indians. Welcome this beautiful Saturday morning, Jeff.
Thank you for having me. That was perfect.
You got that good. I got that one right.
You got them all right.
All right, super. One of the first questions that I would like to ask you before we get into all of the wonderful thing you guys are doing is, what do you think is the biggest misconception of the Indians?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think easily it could be that people believe all the stereotypes that they see in the old westerns or in different media or cartoons or whatever, that all Indians had, you know, the big noses and were red and just all these, we rode horses and lived in teepees, all those stereotypes.
And wear headdresses.
Exactly. And I mean, some of them are true, but obviously there's over 550 tribes in this country.
Is that right?
That's right. And although, you know, we have a lot of similarities going from tribe to tribe, we each have our own, whatever it is that makes us distinct. And
what do you think is distinctive about Agua Caliente?
I mean, if you look at our location and be able to hold on to our reservation, the checkerboard reservation, the basket weaving that our members did, the bird singing and the songs, just what we've been able to accomplish in a short period of time, from old Palm Springs to, you know, when the settlers first came to where we are today. Yeah,
that's beautiful. So let's talk about the cultural museum that you guys are getting involved in. What is that all about?
That's actually something that our tribe, you know, formed this museum committee, I think, or museum board 26 years ago. And so they've been working on designing the exhibit and trying to raise money to build a museum for 26 years. And it's not an easy thing to do. And, you know, they ran into roadblock after roadblock. They've had to move the site a few times. And it was hard to raise money because when you go and ask money for a tribal museum, a lot of the people see, well, you have 2 casinos. Why don't you just build it yourself? What do you need my money for, right?
Right.
And so they've had a daunting task, but they've stayed with it, never changed the course. And as we got out of this recession, you know, our council met with the board and felt it was time to build a museum before we do anything else. Let's get a museum so that we can correct those stereotypes and really, you know, let people know who we are and hear our story and share our culture. And so that's why we decided to do it, and we broke ground a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
So what kind of things would we see in a museum like that?
Oh, you're going to see, you're going to hear songs. We have bird songs, songs that went on for days that talked about our history. You're going to hear our creation story, read what we believed. Right there on section 14 is where our mineral springs came up. That's the birth of our people. You're going to hear that. You're going to see the baskets that we made that are known worldwide. Kuya baskets are known everywhere, even, you know, in Europe.
Certainly.
They know about these baskets. You're going to see the gourds. You're going to see how we survived. I mean, people don't realize that we lived here long ago and we didn't have air conditioning, right?
Yeah, right. Can you believe that?
No, I couldn't, because I have my AC pumped all the time. So, I mean, and really just share and just show the history of we had the first all-women tribal council in the country. And these women tribal leaders did great things, and most people don't know that.
No, I didn't.
You'll see what they did for us, and there was kind of like the starting point. Yeah, I mean, it's just so much that it may take you a couple times to actually go through it to really get a good understanding and see everything.
So how often would they change the exhibits that are going to be in the museum?
So we're going to have a one permanent gallery that's going to go through. It's broken up into 4 or 5 sections. It's going to talk about culture, history, what we've been able to accomplish, etc. It's great. That's what's going to take some time. But also there's going to be some changing galleries and some different exhibits that will be changed as well. And we have a partnership with the Smithsonian, the National Museum of American Indian in Washington, D.C. So they want, you know, we're going to try to work with them to bring stuff down here, so people that don't get the chance to go to D.C., they're going to see some of the exhibits that they house there. And our museum's not only going to talk about us, but we're going to touch on, you know, tribes in California and tribes throughout the country. So really going to showcase and show, you know, what is actually true or not true from what they believed, you know, through those stereotypes.
Yeah, that would be good. And what kind of architecture are we going to expect with the museum itself?
Yeah, good question. It's every project that this tribe has done. They've done a world-class building. I mean, it's been beautiful. The casinos, you wouldn't be able to tell if you were in Vegas or not. I mean, I think our casinos are better than Vegas casinos. Our hotels, I mean, everything's state of the art, very nice. But you can't tell it that a tribe owns it, or that it's even. I think we have some Mediterranean style downtown Palm Springs, and it looks beautiful. But this museum and this spa is going to be more reflective of us culturally, and it's going to kind of blend into the mountains and kind of the indigenous plants of what was here in Palm Springs long ago, and it's going to be something very different. But it's going to be a accurate reflection of who we are, and every inch of that property is going to have something that means something to this tribe, and we're so excited to just share that.
Now, is this going to be a nonprofit organization?
Yes.
It will be.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. The museum, the spa, obviously is separate.
Right.
But the spa is going to be beautiful, state of the art. It's gonna complement the museum. You see, you're gonna go in the museum and hear about this water and the creation story, but then you're gonna be able to go over to the spa and actually get in the water and feel it, and kind of see what we're talking about as far as it having a medicinal purpose, or even spiritual. I mean, you're gonna feel that water, and you'll feel what you feel from it.
How big is that spa gonna be?
I think they're both over 40,000 square feet.
Oh, wow.
I think the museum's 48 and the spa is 44. It's around there. I might have mixed up, but they're both over 40,000 square feet.
That's
so
amazing.
they're going to be big. They're going to be state of the art. The spa is going to be amazing. We're very excited just to share that, and people to get in the water, or if you just want to hang out and get a massage and hang out by the pool, there's going to be some food offerings. There's going to be some private pools, so if you have a private party that you don't want to be within the public, it'll just be your party at that pool.
Right.
I mean, we've thought of a lot and put a lot of thought into it, and it's going to be nice.
So what's the timing?
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
Yeah, we just broke ground, and we're shooting for April 2020.
Okay.
Our council will be on them to get it done, hopefully a little sooner, hopefully.
And who have you been tapping for assistance on a monetary basis? Everybody?
For the museum?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for 26 years, we've had a lot of local community support that's helped us get there. But when we presented this to membership, we told them that the lion's share of this build is going to be on the members.
Yeah.
And they all supported that, and so we did it together as a tribe, and we're getting it built.
That's fantastic.
But we're still open to donations and help, because we're going to have programs and changing exhibits. I mean, it'll be a great place to host events.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice.
Well, we're talking to Jeff Gruby. He is the chairman of the Agua Caliente Band of Indians, and we're just going to take a break, and we're going to be right back and talk a little bit more about the Agua Caliente Band of Indians.